The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9?
And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Right to the air goes Nix.
Flushed out right.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms. But I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover or takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3-and-out. Something that lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
They'll go play action with Nix.
He sets to fire deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give him credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now. They'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Here's Jones. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
2nd down, they go again with Henry.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
7 yards there and a 1st down. The Ravens at 6 and 2 to start play. They come in playing really well on both sides of the ball. They've won 6 of their last 8 CD.
And let's remember that last week that this offense, they played about as well as they possibly could play. Touchdown after touchdown. They were absolutely unstoppable in that game. They'll be hard-pressed to do it again, repeat that type of performance. But, boy, were they sensational just a week ago.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6.
Here's Jackson.
To the right side, into the hands of Flowers.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the 1st quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Back to the ground now. It's Henry. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
This defense for the Broncos, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Now it's Jackson. Dancing to his left.
And Jackson's so tough to stop. He's got a first down, and he gives himself up there at the end.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Henry up the middle. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
When a drive goes this long, you have to give a lot of credit to the guys up front, those big fellas, because the offensive line is putting something together that allows them to continue to control the ball. And I know a lot of people think they get fatigued on a long drive. Actually, a lot of times the reverse happens. They actually get energized because they're controlling the ball, and they're the ones dictating to the defense.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Inside handoff, Henry. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. They'll run forward with Henry. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry with career touchdown number 109. That ties him with Barry Sanders on the all-time NFL list.
And the Ravens' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a 1st or 2nd seed come playoff time.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
I like the thought process. I like the design, but I think he may have waited a little too long to spot his man, because if you're going to run that drag route, you've got to put it on him and let him turn upfield. Instead, he waits until his receivers too close to the yards after the catch.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Look at this Baltimore defense.
This crew against the pass, issues at times. Ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
They spent the week at practice, and we know our rating's not that great. And we know we're facing the number 1 passing team in the league. But there are some things that we can do to give ourselves a chance in this game.
Here's Nix.
Being chased out left. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I know that pass was incomplete, but I'm awfully impressed with how he was able to maintain his vision, because normally when you break out to the left that way, it narrows everything down, almost becomes a half-field read. But he's able to still see the entire playing surface and try to connect all the way back to the right.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
To throw is Nix.
Escaping the pressure right. 20! And he'll even avoid the contact in the end as he will finally slide to a halt.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
They'll try the left side. Harvey. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8.
The ball on the 8. Still could get a first down technically. 2nd and 7. Throwing Nix.
Eluding the pressure right. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
On the ground, here's Mims. And that one not going to work at all. Boy, the defense all over it. And they blow that up behind the line.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
They're going. It's Nix.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game.
And it's a fumble. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to the positive side this time. Yeah, there was a fumble at the end of this one, but what a sustained drive. And if they keep stringing those together, you got to like their chances.
And credit the defense, though. You're out there for that long, you start to get tired, but they were able to get the turnover.
Did you just credit the defense?
I like to credit the defense and the offense.
I like you.
And the analysts.
That's perfect.
Off the play fake. Nix.
This is caught inside the 5. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there.
And caught by Cooper for a Denver touchdown. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Broncos are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now Jackson. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
To throw is Jackson. And that one into the hands of Ayuk downfield.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down.
That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Jackson. Flushed out right. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry. From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. Off the option, here's Henry.
And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30.
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Here's 3rd and a few inches.
Tenth carry now for Derrick Henry. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
Jackson.
Rolling to his right.
Throw caught by Flowers.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
2nd down and a yard. Off the option, here's Henry.
And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield.
They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now it's Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Throwing is Jackson. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Jackson now.
This will be caught at about the 5.
Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Now they send the tight end in motion left. Running from the gun with Henry. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year.
And the Ravens will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together and maybe get into field goal range.
Finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. On play action, here's Nix. And that's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to get the football here at their own 23. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And that is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They'll throw now on the final play. Sliding out of the pocket. Ayuk bringing it in on the crossing route here. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too. The offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Sheds him off at the 45.